We're gonna show you how to make bar food at home that's easy to do, it impresses your friends, and it'll even make your man titties slightly smaller than they would have been otherwise. So today we're making Sriracha Chili Wings. I'm kind of going with Sriracha because A, the internet is obsessed with it, and B, it happens to taste very good. So the main reason that bar wings are really bad for you is usually they're cooked in a deep fryer, which is both more work, it's messy, you got a bunch of oil flying everywhere. We're gonna bake them in the oven so they still get crispy, it's easy, and they're gonna be crunchy and delicious. So we're gonna need about 5 pounds of chicken wings, which is enough for like 4 people to eat as a snack, or just one hungry dude to just house a shit ton of wings. Then you're also going to use salt and pepper, a little bit of vegetable or canola oil, and that's just to toss them in that and get them all nice and crispy in the oven. And then for the sauce, it's real simple. Just some sriracha, some sweet Thai chili sauce, a little bit of honey, and then my secret ingredient, fish sauce. And then once that sauce is made up, we're going to garnish it with a little bit of fresh cilantro and some lime juice for acidity. So first things first, you want to set your oven to preheat at 400 degrees. If you live in a place without an oven, move, because you should be a grown-up now and have an oven. Now it's time to work with our wings. The first thing you want to do is just kind of pat them dry. Wings, sometimes chicken will have some moisture to it. If you want it to really crisp up nicely, you want to get rid of all that moisture. So we're going to break this down into 3 pieces. You've got your wingtip, your wing, and your drumette. Alright, so first take off your wingtip, which you're not going to need. You can save this, use it to make chicken stock later, or just throw it away if you want to be wasteful. And then this guy right here, just gonna sort of find the sort of slot in the joint and just cut it right through like that. You got them nice and separated. And just kind of keep working your way through. It's easy. Once you do it a few times, you get the hang of it. It'll all start to make a lot more sense. So let's crack some pepper in here. Get some salt going. Throw in a little bit of oil. Toss it. When it feels all nice and coated, you know you're good to go. So now we're just laying these wings right here onto your wired rack. The wired rack is great because it gets some airflow in between them so they'll crisp evenly. If you don't have a wire rack, you can put it on just a sheet pan with some parchment paper. You'll have to flip them and they won't crisp up as nicely, but it should still work. All right, now it's time to put these in the oven, either in the middle rack or kind of middle top, just not all the way at the very top. So the wings are gonna cook for at least 45 minutes, up to maybe an hour. What you're really looking for is a golden brown, delicious, crispy skin. Now, in that time, we can make our sauce, which won't take very long, and it'll leave us plenty of time to do things like play Xbox, masturbate, and drink a responsible adult beverage. All right, let's make our sauce. So you want 1 cup of sriracha. We take a ½ cup, and we fill it with this sweet chili sauce. All right, now we're gonna add in a tablespoon of honey. And then we're gonna put it onto the heat. So basically all you're looking for now is to let this sauce simmer for about 6 minutes. You want it to thicken up and all those flavors to combine and get nice and condensed for you. All right, the sauce is looking pretty good. We're gonna add the fish sauce now because of the high salt content. You wanna add it at the end so you can taste it and adjust for seasoning. If for some reason you're terrified of fish sauce, then you can just use salt instead, but you know, you should try to nut up a little bit and enjoy some fish sauce. You wanna add about a tablespoon or just kind of to taste, so add it in, taste it, see if it tastes like it's got enough salt, enough flavor. And if it does, then you're good to go. Now, we're waiting for our wings to cook. Let this thing hang out for a minute. We can chop our cilantro, which will be one of our garnishes, and give a little fresh element. People are really terrified of stems. They have a lot of great flavor. Don't worry about it too much. Just take all this stuff like this, and basically just give it a nice big fat chop. If you got that thing where you eat cilantro and it tastes like soap, then I guess don't use it. And I feel bad for you because cilantro is delicious. We can also cut some limes to get that ready for when we're ready to garnish this thing up. I cut the little ends off because I used to work in a bar, and that's what you do when you work at a bar. I don't know that it really matters that much, but it makes it a little bit prettier. And every serious man should make his lime wedges as pretty as possible. You want to impress the ladies. And now, just like that, you got cilantro, you got lime wedges, you're ready to go. All right, so you know your wings are done when they're a golden brown, crispy, crackling, nice skin. So now basically you're just gonna put your sauce on your wings. You wanna get a nice coating on all of them. You don't have to use all the sauce. You just wanna get, you know, a little bit on everything. A nice coating on these here like this. Now we grab some cilantro, throw that in like this, and toss them again. And now they're ready to be plated. You can stack them all fancy if you want. All right, so now you want to take a little more of your cilantro, kind of sprinkle it over the top like this. Take some lime wedges, throw them over here in the corners. Don't be afraid to use a lot of lime. It's nice, it's acidic, it brightens everything up. Look at that. We got Sriracha Chili Wings. They look great. We baked them in the oven. They got crispy. We didn't have to deep fry them. There's no oil spatter all across our kitchen. Should taste pretty good, but let's find out just to make sure. Squeeze a little juice on here. Let's see what happens. They're juicy, crispy, spicy, sweet, acidic, everything you can like. You don't need any blue cheese sauce. It's pretty damn good.